All right, congratulations on the purchase of your Jayco Eagle. My name is Russ. I'm going to do an orientation video with you. Along with this email are a couple video links for some maintenance videos. I do encourage you to watch those as well. We'll start in the front with your orientation. You have your storage compartment. Nice, good storage compartment. Your batteries will go right here. We haven't prepped this yet, so nothing has been done to it yet. But you can have multiple batteries in there if you want. Right over here you have a light switch right here, and then you have these toggle switches right here. These turn on your cab lights. So you have lights in the very front. So one switch is for these lights, the other one is for those. These back off. Alright, going around to the side here, you have one of your two 30-pound propane tanks. Your regulator is right here, so it has an arrow on here, so it's pointing towards the tank you're using. So right now it's pointing to this tank. If that were to go empty, just give that a turn. Make sure your other tank is opened up, and then you can use that tank while you fill this one. Storage compartment up here. You have your 50 amp power cord. Nice hefty power cord. It's about 25 feet long. You also have a battery disconnect right here. So if you turn this in the off position, that's going to shut 12 volt off to your camper. You do need to have this in the on position in order for your battery to charge through your power cord or from your vehicle. So make sure that's in the on position for charging. Auto level is up here. So to turn this on, you push the up and down arrow at the same time. Green light comes on. Now you can move the front legs with these up and down arrows, so you can hook up and unhook from your vehicle. Once you get to your campsite, unhook from your vehicle, then come back here and hit auto level. That green light will blink while it's auto leveling. Once it's done, it turns solid green again. Hitch height. When you're ready to go home, you just come back here and hit hitch height. The last position this was in before you hit auto level, it remembers that as hitch height. So as long as you just unhook from your vehicle and hit auto level, when you hit hitch height, it will go back to where it was when you unhooked from your vehicle. So you can just back right back up to it. Once you're hooked to your vehicle, hit retract all, and any legs that are down will go up. And then you just have to pull the pins and raise the feet the rest of the way. There are fault codes on here, so if that green light starts blinking red, you'll go inside to your control panel screen and you can reset that fault. And I'll show you that when we go inside. You have your water right here. So we'll start here. This is you have a light up here. You have hot and cold outdoor shower with your nozzle here. This is just a quick connect, so you can hook it up or unhook it if it's in your way. I'm going to move that real quick. Below that you have your water heater bypass. So right now it's bypassed because it is winterized, but if you're going to use it, put it in normal mode and then your water heater will start filling. You can use your water heater, but up like that your water heater is bypassed. Right here you have solar ready. So if you have a portable solar panel, plug it in there and it will trickle charge your battery. Inputs for cable or satellite right there. This is a black tank flush, which I'll go over in just a minute. You can turn your water pump on or off from right there. This is sanitize, winterize, and this is your city water connection. You're also going to fill your freshwater tank from here. It just depends on where you have these levers at, and it tells you where to put them right here. So if you're going to sanitize, you're going to have the valves like this. You'll hook a hose up to there. The other end of that hose goes in your sanitizing solution. Turn that water pump on, it will draw that sanitizing solution right into your freshwater tank. If you're going to fill your freshwater tank, you're going to do the same thing, except you're going to hook to your city water connection to fill your tank. So hook your garden hose up to there, let your freshwater tank fill, unhook your water hose, and then you're going to use your freshwater tank through dry camp. And now I'll turn my water pump on. I'm using my freshwater tank. Winterize. You're going to use the winterize sanitize side. Same thing as sanitizing. You're going to hook a hose up. The other end of that hose goes into your antifreeze. Turn the water pump on. It will draw that antifreeze up throughout your camper. If you're going to do full hookup camping, you're going to do city water. So the valves will be like this, except you're going to hook your garden hose up to the city water connection, leave it hooked up, and you'll have pressure from that hose. So just look at the diagram and have the valves the way that you need them and hook up to the correct one. Down here you have one black tank, two gray tanks. Everything's going to come from right down here. So hook your wastewater hose up there, pull that black tank first, let that empty out, that's your toilet. Once that's empty, pull those gray handles, let that dirty sink and shower out. It's going to help wash your hose out. Once all three tanks are empty, close these grays, leave that black open, and then you're going to hook a hose up to your black tank flush. Let it run for a few minutes. It's like an upside down sprinkler system. Your black tank's going to flush it out. So once it's empty, or once it's clean, take your hose off of here, close your black handle, take your wastewater hose off, and put your cap back on, and you're good to go. And you can have all your hoses come right up through the bottom here. That way you can close this door. And I believe that's everything in there. Your 50 amp power cord will hook right here. I do recommend use a 50 amp surge guard when you're plugged in at the parks. And then your water heater. The water heater is gas or electric. It's a metal tank. So instead of your tank corroding, you have this anode rod. This is going to corrode instead. So you'll have to replace this every 2 or 3 years. This is your plug. You're going to put it in right down here when you're ready to use your water heater. Tighten that up. Make sure your water heater is on normal mode, not bypass. Hook your water up. It'll start filling your water heater. Make sure your water heater is full before you turn it on. You can do that by pulling on this relief valve and water will come out. Or you can turn the hot side on any of your sinks. And as long as you get a solid stream of water, you know your water heater is full. Once it's full, you can come over here, turn that button on. You have to have that on and the button on the inside on your screen for the electric to work. So that has to be on. So just turn that on. Then you go inside and decide if you want to use gas or electric or both. Electronic ignite, you don't have to lay in pilot lights. Just make sure it's full and turn the switches on. And if you need to drain it, take the anode rod out, and it will drain right from here. Above your your water heater is your furnace vent. Try not to block that, and it does get very hot, so try not to touch it. Right down here, you have 2 low point drains. That is the lowest point in your water system, so if you want to empty the water out of your lines, just open those valves up and that will drain the water out. Usually you just use those for like winterizing. Alright, moving over here. Refrigerator vents, nothing you really have to do with those. And then you have the vent for your stove. You will have to pull those tabs to open that flap right there if you want to vent outside. You do have a ladder on the back, so you can get up there and do your maintenance. You are pre-wired for an observation or backup camera, so if you wanted one of those, that's where it goes. And then you do have the hitch on the back with that 4-way plug. License plate here. Right down here, you have another low point drain. It's behind your tire. There's a white handle. You'll pull that white handle and that will empty your freshwater tank. When your slide's closed, you can access that a lot easier. And then you have your steps, your solid steps. You want to make sure that your door is all the way open before you bring your steps up or down. Otherwise, this will hit on your screen door and damage your door. So just make sure your door is all the way open. These are strut assisted. So up here. So these are just go right into the door frame like that. Now the door will close over top of it. If you need to adjust the legs, you can just pull them out or push this button here to push them in. So the first time you bring your steps down, or if you adjust your legs, close your door very slowly, making sure you have a gap right here so your stairs don't damage your door and scrape on your door. You have a step light down here. See that blue light on the snow there. A couple outdoor speakers. And that blue hose on your outdoor shower you can bring to this side, and you can have cold water on this side. As long as your water's hooked up, you have water coming out of there. You have a tool right here for your spare tire, which is in the front. So you can crank your spare tire from here. Hopefully you never have to use it. And then right inside here, you have hookups for a TV. And then you have this right here is a Furrion charger for a Furrion Bluetooth speaker. Don't think these come with one, but you can always purchase one. They put these in a couple spots in the camper, just in case you buy one. All right, and then your other propane tank here. Electric awning with your lights on there. You are pre-wired for the side view cameras also. So if you got that backup camera, you can also get the side view cameras. And then you have outlets right here. I believe that's everything on the outside, so we'll head inside next. Good. All right, so right here inside is your J Command BM Pro. You can get an app for this, and that's what it's under, J Command BM Pro. So you can do all this from your phone. But this first screen here, this shows your tanks, so you're fresh, your 2 gray tanks and your black. So as they fill, these will darken up. If I go to this top button here, this goes to different pages. So right here, this shows my water pump, electric heater, and gas heater. So that's for your water heater. So you're just going to push select to highlight whichever one you want, and then on or off over here. So you can use gas or electric, and then your water pump. Next page, your awning, extend and retract. So you can hold the button down to extend your awning out or retract it. With your awning, it does not stop automatically when it goes all the way out. So you do want to pay attention when that valance falls, let go of that button. Otherwise it will keep winding. It'll come back towards the camper with your awning upside down. So pay attention to the awning. You can do your slides, just hit select, extend or retract for your slides. Next page, this is for your thermostat. So mode, you do fan, heat, or air. So we'll go heat. I hit select. Now I can set my temperature up or down. That's the actual temperature, and then your set temperature. You have to hit select to get to it. Select again, and I can turn that heat off. Go to air. If you go to air, you can choose your fan speed. So hit select and just go in the up and down arrows, and then your temperature, and it goes back to that. So I'm going to turn that off. So just use select to get to what you want, and the arrows to change your speeds or your temperature. Next page, that's your second AC. So you have your main AC, which will run your heat. Your second AC will only run your air conditioner in the bedroom. Even if it says furnace, which this one doesn't, so it won't even give you that option. We can run fan and air, but same thing. Next page. So this is where you can pair your phone. If you get the app for this, the J Command BM Pro app, you can change your Fahrenheit to Celsius. Just lets you change a few settings in here. And then we're back to that original page. This number 1 down here, this is your main lights inside. Turns them on or off, all with one button. And then the number 2 is going to do your outside lights, which is your awning lights. Number 3 does the inside and outside lights together. The WP is water pump, so turn that on or off. And then this is to go straight to your thermostat. So you don't have to go through each page, you go straight to the thermostat. And that is your control panel. It's pretty self-explanatory, just go through, it's laid out real nice. And then you can also do that from your phone, like I said. And then you have some light switches here. These are rocker switches. Because everything works through here, you have rocker switches kind of throughout. And this right here is a sensor for your thermostat. So you want to try not to block that, otherwise you will not get accurate readings, temperature readings. And then down here by the floor, that is your carbon monoxide and LP detector. As long as that green light is on, you're good to go there. Inside this cabinet, you can hang clothes up or coats, or you can bring this down and have another shelf. So, nice feature. Another one of those charging stations for that speaker. They really want you to buy one. And then you have your gas electric fridge. All your instructions are right inside the freezer door here, and so are your controls. So we turn that on and it shows up here. So it shows it's on gas only right now. It's highlighted by the LP. If I hit auto, actually I can't see it. There we go. Okay, so auto's lit. That means it's on auto mode. It's going to run off electricity first. If it can't find it, it will automatically switch to propane. Or I can hit that, and now it's LP only. And then you can set your temperature here. 5 is the coldest. Nice big double fridge. Standard microwave here. This does have a light right here, and then your vent right here to turn that on. Make sure that's open outside if you use that vent, and it will vent outside. Spot back here for knives. And then you have extra counter space here, otherwise flip this up. Now you have a backsplash, and you can light your stovetop. Just put it on the flame, and then turn it to igniter until it lights up. This has arrows on it, turn it to the right only. Turn that to the left will break it. Your oven, put it on the flame, hold that button in while you turn this until your pilot light lights up. Once it's lit, put it on your temperature. It does have a light here, push it down, and it's an oven light also. Don't forget to put this down, this will break in transit. So good storage in here. And over here you have your entertainment center. This is a CD player, DVD player. It is Bluetooth. You have indoor and outdoor speakers. So it shows 3 zones on right now. 1, 2, and 3. So 1, just push the zone 1, it turns it on. That's above us. Zone 2 is over above the chairs. Zone 3 is outside. So you can have them all on or however you want to do it. This does have the Bluetooth, and this will play DVDs through this TV here. This TV does swing out. And then back here you have an antenna booster. So that green light that's on right there, I don't know if you can see it, but that is your antenna booster. It has to be on if you want local channels. Otherwise there's a button right next to it that will turn it off. You have that turned off if you're connected with cable or satellite, and turned on if you want local channels. Below that is your fireplace. This is electric only, but you have your power button. We're not plugged in, but your power button, you have a timer. You can adjust the flames, and then your temperature, you have 0, low, or high heat. So you can have it on without heat, just to watch the flames. Otherwise, it is a great space heater. And then USB charging ports and plugs on both sides of the couch. This is a tri-fold sofa, so it does turn into a bed. Move these out of the way. So you just lift up in the front here, pull towards you, bring these legs down, and then the back folds forward, just like that. So you have a nice big bed. There's also some storage under here you can use. It's real easy to put up and take down. These lights right up here, they have a switch here, so you're not searching for it, it's right there. Your recliners, you have pull handles right on the sides here. Pull those legs out. Storage in here, cup holders. Light switch over there for these lights. And then you have a switch here for these lights above your table and chairs. Your chairs, they have storage underneath them. There's 2 more chairs or folding chairs that are under your bed. And then this will just pull out. It's like that. This also lifts up for some storage. You want to make sure this is in before you bring the slide in, or it will hit your island and damage your island and your table. Keys are on your sink. That's where they'll be when you pick up. You have a GFCI plug here. Your air conditioner. You have intakes up there in the ceiling. There are filters in there you can take out, clean, and reuse. Head up towards here. Let's see. So right on the stairs here, you have your fuses and your breakers. Regular car style breakers. Everything is labeled here. So if you have issues with electrical or something not working, go there. Inside your bathroom door, you have 3 switches. So you have your main lights, you have lights around your mirror, and then you have a night light above your shower. Your toilet is a porcelain toilet with a foot pedal flush, so halfway down brings water in, all the way down will flush it. You have a vent and a fan above it, so you can open it up right here, and then turn it on here. Your shower, you have this guy in here for travel. It's not very flexible because it's cold, but you do have magnets here, so you have a nice secure seal while you're in the shower. Your wardrobe slide, you want to make sure your door is closed like it is, latched up before you bring that slide in. You can have a TV on the wall here. Just use a stud finder, find the right spot. All your hookups are up here. Another light switch, rocker switch, and then another sensor for air conditioner. Because you do have your second AC up here. You can open these ends up and dump the air right down. Otherwise, you close these up and you have a little more pressure through your vents. All the vents in the ceiling are air conditioner. Any vents you see along the floor are for your furnace. There's filters in here you can take out, clean, and reuse also. You have USB charging port on one side of the bed and plugs on both. You have light switches separating both sides of the bed, so a blue light and main light, so there's switches on both sides. And you have storage underneath. And that's where your other chairs are. All right, so I think that is about everything. Let me double check here. Yeah, it looks like that's everything in here. So if you have questions when you come to pick up, just let us know. We'll be happy to answer them. Thank you for purchasing at TerryTown. We do appreciate your business, and congratulations.